There are so many wonderful and painful details of our 9 months, our journey with Matthias. Too much for us to share in this short time, and certainly more than our hearts can bear. But we would like to share the most important lesson that Matthias taught us, perhaps the most important lesson that we have ever learned from anyone. For nearly 9 months, Lauren courageously carried him in her womb. And we would try to ignore the monthly sonographic diagnostic test results as much as we could. We tried to simply enjoy this life that was growing and moving within her, just as we had with our other children. We read to him the usual favorites about hippos with belly buttons and loving each other to the moon and back and saying goodnight to the moon. We sang lullabies of amazing grace. Matthias was warm and comfortable and safe. We truly believe in the womb, surrounded by our children and us. We truly believe he was happy. We were a family of 6. Until it was time. Around this time 1 year ago, it was time. Time for Lauren to have her first C-section. Time to bring Matthias from the safety and warmth of the womb into the alien brightness of the world. Time to cut an umbilical cord in a way that was far more than symbolic. Time to beg God to allow him to breathe. Time to listen hopelessly for that reassuring first cry of a newborn that never came. Time to watch his color turn from a warm blush to a dusky gray. Time to introduce him to his older brothers and sister. Time to try to give everyone a chance to hold him and kiss him. Time to watch his quivering movements slow to an awful stillness. Time to say goodbye. For 67 minutes, we were able to meet face to face. And it was wonderful and horrible. Later, after Grandma and Uncle and Aunt had mercifully taken our 3 older ones home, we were able to be alone with Matthias. We looked at his broken body, misshapen hands and feet, a much too thin chest, which held a malformed heart and weak lungs, a beautiful face that hid a mind that was too weak to initiate even one small breath. So I stared at my son's broken body, and I became angry at God. If only for a moment. I asked, how can an all-loving God cause my child to be so broken? But scarcely before the question was fully formed, I knew the answer. I realized that Matthias only had to suffer a broken body for 9 months. But now he is perfect and whole in heaven for all eternity. But Jesus was perfect and whole, but chose to come down to earth and be broken, to suffer and carry the scars of Matthias' brokenness for all eternity. And not only for Matthias. This loving God carries my brokenness for all eternity. So this realization of the depth of God's love is what Matthias has taught us. And this is Matthias' legacy. So thank you for allowing us to share his legacy with